Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh to our lecturers and Nasrul. My name is Nur Anis Fatimah binti Abidin. First of all, I would like to introduce to you my teammates.
My name is Siti Zubaidah binti Mustafa.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Ashla binti Muhammad Nazir.
My name is Siti Hidayah binti Ahmad Tamizi.
Hi, my name is Fatimah Zahra binti Samsura Ahmad.
Bank Islam Malaysia Berhad is the first Sharia-based bank in Malaysia. They offer a banking system that follow Islamic principle, which means they don't share any interest, focus on sharing risk and prioritize ethical investing. From deposit to wealth management, the principle guide everything they do. Bank Islam serve individual, small and medium-sized enterprises and big organizations by providing a wide range of financial services, including personal and commercial banking. Bank Islam success comes from its innovative approach and dedication to meeting customer needs. They have embraced digital banking technology to make things more convenient and secure from their customers. On top of that, the bank is committed to corporate social responsibility and community development. They maintain strong Islamic governance and consistently demonstrate excellent financial performance while staying true to Sharia principles.
Bank Islam Malaysia Berhad, the first Sharia-compliant bank in Malaysia and Southeast Asia, was launched on 1 July 1983 by YAB Tun Dr. Mahathir Mohamad. Starting with 30 employees in a temporary headquarters in Subang, Selangor, it expanded to 272 employees across 4 branches within its first year. The bank establishment was driven by the Bumiputra Economic Congress, Tabung Haji, Perkim, and the National Steering Committee for Islamic Bank. With RM79.9 million in paid-up capital and an initial permitted capital of 500 million, Bank Islam aimed to promote Islamic banking and establish Malaysia as a global hub for Islamic finance. It was listed on Bursa Malaysia in 1992 and formed BIMB Holdings Berhad in 1997, marking its first international expansion with a subsidiary in Labuan.
Islamic banking operates based on a set of principles derived from Sharia, which is Islamic law. These principles guide the operations and activities of Islamic financial institutions. Therefore, there are many principles of Islamic banking. First of all, the major principles of Islamic banking are profit and loss sharing, which is PLS. PLS contracts such as Mudharabah and Musyarakah involve sharing profits and losses between the parties fairly and equitably. The capital provider, which is Rok Alman, and the entrepreneur, which is Mudarib or Syirkah, enter into a partnership where profits and losses are shared based on agreed open ratios. Besides, the principle of Islamic banking is prohibition of riba, which is interest. Literally, riba means to increase, to grow, to rise, and to swell. The receiving of interest, which is riba, is strictly prohibited and is considered as haram, which is non-permissible in Islamic banking. There are 2 types of riba, which are riba duyun, which are riba qard and riba jahiliyah, and riba buyuk, which are riba al-far and riba al-nasi'ah. Next, prohibition of borrow, which is uncertainty. Islamic banking discourages transactions involving excessive uncertainty, which is borrow. Contracts and agreements that are lawful and good in Islam must have clear terms and conditions, as well as all necessary facts revealed to the parties concerned. There are 2 types of borrow, which are borrow fahish and borrow yasir. Furthermore, the other principle of Islamic banking is prohibition of maisir, which is gambling. Maisir, also known as gambling or games of chance, is prohibited under Islamic law, which is Sharia, owing to the possibility for exploitation, unfairness, and the accumulation of money without constructive activity. The examples of maisir, which is gambling, are lottery, horse racing, and crossword puzzles. In conclusion, the principles of Islamic banking lead us in investing in an industry that will help us reach the financial and social goals established by Islam and directed by Islamic law, which is Sharia. They have been intended to help an economy success. So it is a technique to keep our money from going in the wrong direction.
Next, I'm going to talk about products of Islamic banking. Firstly, is about mudarabah. In a mudarabah, both parties share in the profits and one contributes the capital and the other the labor. The person contributing the labor is referred as the mudarib or working partner, and the person contributing the capital is known as Rabbul Mal, or we call it as silent partner or financier. Mudarabah contracts are in two varieties. The first one is limited mudarabah contracts, which impose constraints on the way on the venture is initially pursued, and the other one is unrestricted mudarabah contracts, which is do not. A joint venture, or we call it as musyarakah, is one in which each partner shares in the venture's profits and losses. A business's net profit and loss are split pro rata among the two or more partners that provide capital. Letters of credit, investment initiative, and the acquisition of real estate or other property frequently use musyarakah. Ijarah is a term used in Islamic banking and finance and a product of fiqh or Islamic jurisprudence. Al-Ijarah, also known as rent and acquisition in Islamic finance, is the term used to describe a lease agreement for real estate, such as a car, office automation, plant, or land that is given to a client in exchange for a stream of rental and purchase payments, culminating in the license transfer of ownership and adhering to other Islamic regulations. Here are several types of ijarah, which is ijarah tuma al-bai, which means hire purchase, ijarah wa iktina or ijarah muntahiya bitamlik, and also ijarah mausufa bi al-dima.
We move on to the next agenda, which is the differences between Islamic banking and conventional banking. Alright, the first one is the principle, which is the obvious one. Clearly, the word Islam in Islamic banking itself shows that Islamic banking follows Islamic rules, follows the Sharia law, and all the principles from Islamic banking were derived from Al-Quran and As-Sunnah. When they are following the Sharia law, it means they prohibit interest, riba, asset-ety, gharar, and also maisir, gambling. Every contact that has been made in Islamic banking must be clear, understandable, and must have the consent from both parties. But different with conventional banking, which follows the traditional interest-based fee, they charge fee for every single services and loan they do, such as investment advising services. In addition of that, during the period of the loan, borrowers are expected to repay both the principal amount borrowed and the interest that has been accumulated from the start of the loan has been made until the borrower had finished the repayment of the loan. So, for the second difference is risk sharing. Islamic banking frequently participate in profit and loss sharing agreement with your customer, such as mudarabah and musyarakah, whereas the customer and bank split the investment risk and profits. But conventional bank, in the other hand, they take advantages of their customers by charging interest. In the case of investment and business activities, Islamic banking share the profit from the activities, while they do the same in case losses occurs. In opposite, conventional banking still divide the ratio of the profit of the activities, but if there are losses occur, the borrower needs to bear all the losses by themselves. We move to the last one, which is akad and zakat concept. Islamic banking is a place where they encourage zakat awareness and make zakat payment easier for their customer as they apply the akad and zakat concept.
They also offer platforms that allow customers to conveniently and determine the exact zakat charges in order to be compliant with Islamic charity obligations. But conventional banking, who does not apply this concept, they are governed by legal authority and regulatory frameworks. Conventional banking contracts do not take Sharia compliance or moral principles into consideration. Instead, they focus on conditions like interest rates, repayment, arrangement, and collateral. That's all from me. Thank you.
Bank Islam Malaysia Berhad was established in 1983 and has played a crucial role in enhancing the Islamic banking sector in Malaysia and Southeast Asia. This made Islamic bank or Islamic financial system free from unethical activities such as charging interest, uncertainty, and gambling by embracing what might be referred to as PLS or profit and loss sharing and refusing to allow riba, garam, and masih. Some of the prominent Islamic financial tools include mudarabah, musyarakah, and the ijarah bainah with a strong focus on risk sharing and moral economy. Bank Islam establishment like its listing on Bursa Malaysia in 1992 and the establishment of overseas subsidiaries in 1997 demonstrate the relevance of Islamic bank in the financial ecosystem. Unlike the traditional bank that rely on interest-based taxation, Islamic bank focus on equitability with dispersion and social responsibility. This approach balance personal and financial transaction through principles like akad and zakat. Specifically, as one of the key examples worth following while having a look at the offer range of products of the Bank Islam Malaysia Berhad, it is possible to note that it provides an opportunity to avoid the use of conventional banking products. The unique nature of Islamic banking is based on the principle of social justice and equity in income generation and distribution, as well as on the cooperative of financial system with Islamic law, thus making it possible for the model to play a leading role in the construction of more just world economy.